Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now tonight it's actually 3:25 AM, but I'm super excited to do this video because I finally had the chance to try out the Pico 4 VR XR headset. Now just to let you know a little bit of a secret, prior to doing my entire channel of mobile phones, smart devices, earphones and everything like that, I was actually in the VR industry for the past 6 to 7 years. I was literally working on all those VR headsets and the controllers and all that. So when Pico reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to check out the Pico 4, definitely I said yes, and my expectations were very high. Now just in case you are wondering who is Pico, because you guys might not have heard about them before, basically these guys have been in the VR industry for a very long time now. They are invested by ByteDance, who also owns TikTok, so they are somewhat related. But yeah, Pico is definitely not a small kind of company who just pop out of the sudden with their new VR headset. Now with that said, let us talk more about this particular device and then we will jump straight into the virtual world so I can show you what it's really like to use this headset, with the controllers and everything. And of course, I'm going to show you guys a couple of games as well. Everything is going to be in the virtual world, guys. But before we do that, let's talk a bit about the tech specs. Now just in terms of its display, we do have a 4K plus display. We do have these very nice controllers over here and these work really well. The tracking is so accurate that you really feel like you have your own hands in the game, but we'll talk a bit about that in the virtual world later. Apart from that, just in terms of comfort-wise, the headset itself is very lightweight. It is also very evenly distributed in terms of its weight, and that is very important because it's not front-heavy and neither is it back-heavy. It's very even. You can also move it up and down like this if you just want to jump back into the real world. And in case any of you are wearing glasses, they will fit into this space right here perfectly fine. So don't have to worry about that. It will work with any kind of head size well. Alright, so now that we've done talking about the headset, again guys, this is really about the user experience, the virtual world experience. So let's jump into that. But before that, let me show you how I actually set up my workspace or my play space right here with the Pico 4 headset. Let's go. Alright, so we are about to actually set up the custom play space. This is actually very important because we have to create this sort of like virtual floor, and this is basically my safe zone. So I'm just going to draw it on the floor right now. Alright, so I'm just going to aim this area because I'm not going to move out of that area. So as soon as I draw this space, this is effectively going to be my play space. Whenever I move out of that boundary, I'll be able to see my surroundings. So let me just show you guys real quick. Check this out. I'm right at the boundaries, and if I just take a peek, I can see my house, living room again. And if I come back in, I'm back into the play space. Again, a quick peek out there. I think this is super, actually very nicely done for the Pico 4. Right, so now we're going to check out a very quick game. I think there's one of it which is my absolute favorite. I'm going to go to featured, or maybe just browse all. Actually, you know what? It should be in my library over here. This is the one, all-in-one sports. Alright, before we do that, actually check out how fluid these controllers are, guys. I mean, it's super fluid. The tracking is awesome. It's really one-to-one, and I can rotate my hands and just look at how it interacts, guys. Super duper responsive. And again, check this out. I can just scroll like that. Alternatively, I can also use the joystick to move around and navigate. Again, it's very foolproof. Right, so we're going to check out that game that I mentioned about just now. I'm going to go into my library again. This is effectively all the games that I've downloaded. This one, all-in-one sports, is actually my favorite. Right, so it'll take a while for the game to load. Honestly speaking, it's actually quite fast. It should pop out right about now. Alright, so see this? I have my hands, and there's actually a lot of types of games here that we can play. We have basketball, table tennis, we have this archery, pool, tennis, golf, baseball, boxing. Guys, the list goes crazy, man. And all you need to do to actually choose one of these spots is to pick up this little avatar. Very nice. I could pick up badminton right here. Take a close look at this little guy here. Very cute. Put him back there for a sec. We can check out this ping pong girl right here. Very interesting avatar. Right, so right now I'm going to play a little bit of badminton because here in Malaysia we like to play a lot of badminton. So I'm going to pick that guy up, throw him down in the middle, and we're going to start right away. Just hit single right there. I'm going to go for level 1 because I'm quite a noob here. So yeah, the game should start off pretty quickly. Again, graphics looks amazing, guys. Alright, so I have my racket now. That's my opponent over there. Look, I can actually move around the space a little bit. Everything is reacting to my movements, guys. Right, so let's go and just pick this ball right here. Let's get a quick serve. Alright, I smashed the shuttlecock outside, so her turn to serve. Let's go, let's go. Alright, let's see this. Nice. So again, super smooth, guys. This racket feels so responsive. I'm gonna pick the shuttlecock again, and let's try again. Nice. Super responsive, guys. This is actually really fun. Alright, let's go and get that once more. Try and give a serve. I got the net. So this is what badminton players usually do. They whack the floor, they get up again. Let's go. Alright, nice. So that, you guys can smash as well in this game. I think it's pretty cool. Let's just try a different way of serving. See if that works. Ah, didn't pass the net. Again, let's choose something else. Okay, we have tennis over there, basketball. I think I want to go with tennis because I like, you know, like, what do you call it, racket games, right? Let's go. Put that start on there. Hit single. Again, level 1. We're gonna start with the easier play, guys. So level 1. This is super responsive, guys. Look at that. Okay, I've got to serve now. Okay. Nice. I think it requires you to get a bit of a hang of it. So let's just try again. Fault. Second service. More towards the right. Oh, that's not good. Okay, let's go again. Oh my god. Totally out. This opponent is having it easy. Okay, let's go. Alright, notice that the game is zooming in around the space on its own, so I don't have to run over there. Quite cool. Come on, let's try again. Ah, nice. A lot of crowd out there. Come on. Oh my. I lose. Okay, no worries. We'll head out. Okay, let's try out a different game, guys. I don't know, you guys like the boxing one? Or should we try out something like... Okay, we'll try out the boxing one. I think this one is quite intensive. Yeah, that's the right word, intensive. You gotta do a lot of exercise for this one. Let me just check. Whoa, level 5. I can't remember. Let's go with level 1. Alright, still in front of the camera. Got to reverse a little bit. Okay, that's our guy in green. So we gotta try and punch this guy, right? Okay, block like this. Come on. Oh, nice. I don't usually condone fighting, but this is just a game, guys, just for fitness. This is actually quite intensive because you move more than just aiming your rackets and all that. Come on, you come along. I don't want to move. Come on. Whoa. Hey. Ah, come on. Oh my goodness. I need more exercise. You're not doing anything. You're just letting me punch you. Oh wait, I'm supposed to show you guys something else. Alright, so there's something really cool about this. That's in terms of watching movies. So, alright, so for movies, ideally you want to sit down. So I'm just going to go to my settings right now. I'm going to change my play boundary and I'm going to choose a seated experience. So I'm going to move back here to the sofa. Alright, we're going to choose default right now because I want to sit, so I can just enter the VR world. Notice that the space is already around my sofa, so I can just click that and I'm good to go. Alright, so I'm currently relaxing on the sofa. Let me see, where are those, movies and all that apps? Here you go. So we have our Apple TV, you have your YouTube, you have everything here. Disney Plus, Twitch, everything is here, guys. So we're just going to go to YouTube for now. It says a web app, but that's fine. So we do have this pretty large screen in front. Can't really tell what the size is, but it looks massive right here. And of course, you can just go through. Let's just see a couple of trailers for now. Let's go for, oh, this looks like a nice game. God of War, Ragnarok. Which one should I choose? Let's go a little bit more. Maybe I just play this for now, alright? So you can see that it looks like a proper browser. I can click this. This remote is super nice to use. You don't have to move over there. You can just hover it around. And the best part is you have two cursors. Usually when you use your computer, you only have one mouse, but now you have two. So you can just click around here. Obviously, you can change the resolution, just like how the YouTube app works. Of course, you want to know how full screen looks like. There we go. Huge cinema, guys. Wow, this looks amazing. Very, very, very big screen here. And of course, don't forget, this also works for, you know, your Disney Plus and all that. So nice, nice. You can also choose video settings. I think these are settings for videos that are made in this format. So obviously this is not a VR video. Of course, you can always choose that. So you can look around, you know, look around the space here. You can go for 360. Oof, oh my goodness, that guy is scary. Wow. I think this might actually get you a little bit dizzy if you're gonna watch it like this. Again, my controllers are still here. And I think I'm just gonna go for non-VR. This is the best, honestly speaking, if you wanna watch that large screen TV. All right, we're gonna exit full screen right there. Let's gonna go back to my library. Oh yeah, I should tell you that if you wanna reset your location, you can just long press the O button and it will move to your front again. It's sort of like a recalibration. Right, so let's check out some other stuff. I don't have a Netflix account. Is there Netflix in here? No Netflix. Okay, maybe not yet downloaded. You can go to Disney Plus. Again, these are web apps, but they work pretty well. So we have a couple of shows here. Ooh, lots of shows here. Again, you will be enjoying this on a huge screen, so that's really nice. Yeah, really, really cool. Let's look around, guys. We are in this completely virtual space. Everything looks amazing here, guys. Whew. I don't think anyone want to get out of this, but yeah, I guess you guys already get the gist of it. This is essentially the Pico 4. Oh, in case you want to adjust your, your IPD, everyone's distance between their eyeballs or their interpupillary distance, if I recall that correctly, are different. So what this does is that it moves the lens around, or should I say along that, that parallel line to get your perfect vision. So no matter how your eyes are, you will be able to recalibrate it to get a perfect vision. Alright guys, so those are the kind of experiences of what you can expect with the Pico 4 in the virtual world. I really hope you actually get to learn and feel a little bit of what this headset is actually capable of. Honestly speaking, for such a compact headset, I'm really impressed with the kind of games it's able to offer, the kind of visual experience, the immersive cinematic experience with those super wide screens. And of course, these controllers here, guys, you guys might just look at this as just controllers, but the tracking here is almost flawless, guys, and it's actually very difficult to achieve this kind of level of technology with VR, AR, or even XR for that matter. If you want to find out more about the pricing of this Pico 4, or if you just want to find out where to buy it, I'll leave some links down below. And of course, if you have any questions about the Pico 4 headset, please feel free to let me know down below. Alright guys, thank you for watching today's video. Really appreciate you guys staying all the way to the end. It's almost 3:45 AM right now. I'm gonna hit to bed and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe everybody. Bye!